Most people spend their entire lives grinding, working long hours, tightening their budgets, and crossing their fingers, praying that someday, somehow, their finances will finally turn around. But here's the harsh reality. While hard work and discipline are crucial, they alone won't carry you across the finish line. There's a deeper truths, certain mindsets, unshakable habits, and silent signals that almost always lead to real wealth. If you spot these signs within yourself, then you're not just wishing for success, you're already laying the bricks on the road to it. Now, let's uncover the 7 powerful signs that prove you're destined for unshakable financial success. Sign 1. You're hungry for knowledge, not just willing to learn, but wide open to it. This may sound basic, but it's a force most ignore. While many people stubbornly cling to old habits when those habits keep them broke, the wealthy stay curious. They listen deeply. They question everything. They hunt for better strategies, even if it means tearing down the very beliefs they once held dear. Being open-minded doesn't mean being naive. It means staying sharp. It means realizing that right now might not be enough to take you to the next level. The wealthy don't let ego block their evolution. They search for mentors. They welcome feedback. They observe, and they adapt. That quiet hunger to improve that. Drive to evolve is what propels them forward, financially and personally. And once your mind is open, the second sign rushes in like a tidal wave. Sign 2. You're always learning, not occasionally, not when it's convenient, always. The wealthy treat learning like oxygen. They consume books. They devour videos. Seek out conversations that sharpen their mind like a blade. Instead of drowning in frustration or numbing their pain with distractions, they dive headfirst into understanding. If you're someone who searches for answers instead of sulking in defeat, your chances of building wealth skyrocket. And it doesn't stop when they get a good job or hit a financial target. No, it becomes a way of life. They keep educating themselves. Investing, markets, tax loopholes, negotiation, communication, even human behavior, because they know wealth isn't just about dollars. It's about understanding how the world plays the game and learning how to win it. If your mind refuses to sit still, if you're constantly sharpening your sword, then you're already building an unstoppable foundation. Sign 3. You chase income, not just savings. Let's be clear, saving matters, but cutting back has a limit. You can only shrink your expenses so far before you hit a wall. But earning has no ceiling. People who build real wealth know this. They shift their focus from trimming grocery bills to unlocking thousands more per month. They don't obsess over cents. They create opportunities. They launch projects, take calculated risks, build side hustles. They invest not just in stocks, but in themselves. They ask one powerful question: how can I make my time worth more? And then they chase that answer relentlessly. As their income grows, so does their power to save, to invest, to multiply wealth. This shift in focus from restriction to expansion is how fortunes are built. It's how the rich separate from the rest. Sign 4. You aim big, really big. Wealthy people don't set average goals. They don't settle for just enough. They go bold, because they know that small goals create small lives. Big dreams force action. They inject urgency. Even if they fall short, they land far beyond where they began. If you set ambitious financial targets and fuel them with determination, you're already thinking like the rich. Lofty goals change your mindset. They replace fear with possibility. Stop saying, "I can't," and start asking, "How can I?" You begin to see options where others see walls. Wealthy people treat goals like a mission map. They set them with precision, track them obsessively, adjust when needed. But they never shrink their vision to fit their comfort zone. They stretch their limits and break through them. Sign 5. You move with urgency. The wealthy don't wait for the right time. They don't delay. They don't say, "Maybe next year." They act. They understand that every day spent drifting is a day stolen from their future. Something breaks, they fix it fast. When they spot an opening, they take it. If you treat your goals like emergencies, if you move with intensity and purpose, you are on the right track. This isn't recklessness, it's intention. It's knowing that time is the most valuable currency there is, and you can't afford to waste a single moment. It means treating your future like it matters right now. While most people drift through life on autopilot, clinging to the hope that luck will someday rescue them, those who build wealth aren't waiting, they're sprinting. They're thinking faster, learning harder, and making bold moves while others are still paralyzed by indecision. They don't let the fear of being imperfect hold them hostage. They understand something most don't, that speed, when fused with purpose, multiplies results in powerful ways. Another unmistakable sign. You're okay standing alone? People who grow rich rarely blend into the crowd. They skip late-night hangouts to build their future. They walk away from flashy trends that suck their wallets dry. From the outside, they may seem boring. But while the world is busy spending, they're stacking. They exchange fleeting fun for lasting freedom. They choose long-term reward over temporary applause. We're not afraid of being the one. No one understands. If you're brave enough to make the unpopular choice in service of your tomorrow, you're already thinking like the wealthy. Wealth creation often begins in silence and solitude. While others are showing off new outfits or booking luxury getaways, you're the one quietly funneling money into investments or burning the midnight oil on a dream. It doesn't always sparkle. But that quiet discipline, that fierce ability to say no to distraction and yes to your destiny, builds a fortress of freedom. And eventually, that difference screams loud out. The one who once seemed invisible, now they have choices, peace, and power. They own their time. Then there's this. 7th, unmistakable sign, you demand more of yourself. You don't just write down goals, you commit to them. When things get hard, you don't fold, you fight. You adapt, improvise, and rise. Wealthy people often miss their first shot, but they don't quit. They evolve. They push back. They demand better. Not just from others, from themselves. High standards mean you don't tolerate financial laziness. You don't let good enough be the final answer. You push for better. You negotiate your salary. You raise your prices. You stay loyal to your investment plan. You set firm boundaries around your time. These high standards sneak into your smallest decisions. You're not chasing perfection, you're demanding progress. And that quiet consistency builds the kind of life others only fantasize about. Wealth isn't some miracle. It's not lottery tickets and windfalls. It's the result of relentless discipline. If you saw yourself in these 7 signs, if you're open, always learning, focused on income, driven by bold goals, moving with urgency, unafraid to be different, and holding sky-high standards, then you're already ahead of the pack. Not because of luck, not because of your background, but because of the way you think, and more importantly, the way you move. These habits might not come with applause, but they are the quiet signals of a rich life in motion. And the most exciting truth? Every one of these can be built. You don't need to master them all at once. You just have to start and keep going, because wealth isn't earned in one giant leap. It's carved out through thousands of smart steps in the right direction. And no, you don't have to be perfect. You just need to be relentlessly consistent. Keep showing up for your future, even when results feel invisible. Keep learning. Keep earning. Keep chasing goals that scare you. If something in this message hit home, if a strength lit up or a weakness became clear, drop a comment and tell us which sign shook you the most. And if this shifted your mindset even a little, hit the like button so others can find it too. Remember, the journey to wealth isn't about knowing it all. It's about choosing growth one decision at a time. Some days will feel like breakthroughs. Others will feel like breakdowns. That's the game. But the people who win are the ones who refuse to quit. Whether you're taking your first step or already climbing, know this. Every choice you make is a seed. And in time, those seeds bloom into a life that can change everything, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And if you're ready to learn the 3 smartest investments to make sure you never worry about money again, click on the next video. You're already ahead of most people. Now let's make sure you stay there.